Hey guys, Cole here. Welcome back to another Racial Legends video. This one, I'll be showcasing you all my dungeon teams plus my Doom Tower teams so you can have a look. The Doom Tower teams just for the waves. I'm not going to show you the bosses teams because that's going to take a long time. And obviously each rotation, different bosses, different teams required. Just the teams that I used to just breeze through the waves for Doom Tower and the dungeons. Let me just get started with the Spider. The Spider is going to be the quickest one, so might as well start with that. Get it out of the way. And this is my team. I've showcased this multiple times before, but very quickly. Cold Heart first. Decreased Terminator plus Big Boom. 233 speed. ACOT. HP burn on everyone. You want them crispy, right? So they start burning up. We've got Crypt King Growl there to extend that HP burn with his A3 here. Not even booked. Alright. Gear doesn't really matter except for maybe Cisia. Have her low in terms of damage so she doesn't kill the Spiralings. I have A2 basically, and A3 is locked out. And then Prince Kaimar starts out with the A2 and then goes in with Seal of Magic. I could have gone with A1 as well, but went ahead and just started out with the A2. Let's just click save and let's go and see the team in action for stage 25. This should be around 20 seconds. It can fail, by the way, because of Cold Heart. Unfortunately, if Cold Heart gets resisted here with the Terminator, I think the Spider does manage to get a turn and totally just destroys me. So that's how this team can break. Let's see, the Cold Heart goes in again, and then we'll have Cisia go in for that final boom explosion. And there it is, 24 seconds. The time varies. You can see my fastest time is 17 seconds. If I put my PC on unlimited frames, then this can definitely be a little bit faster, I would say. But I don't run that because I don't want to cook my computer, guys. It's expensive and I use it to, well, it's my job now, making these videos. All right, let's get going with the next team. I'm going to go Ice Golem because I find it the most boring one to farm. Have a 1 minute 10 team. And I honestly can't remember which team I used because I changed them all the time. And I kind of lost that team that farmed it so quickly. But this is my most consistent team for sure. I again recently did a video on this team almost without the Battle Khazar. But this is my more, you know, end game version with the Battle Khazar and the Prince Kaimar in there. Again with the reset. Elenarl for the burst basically. She's the slowest one. They don't need to have so much speed. The Tauruses and the Elenarl don't need to have so much speed. They just need to be slower than Prince Kaimar and a little bit faster than the waves. So all this speed that I gave him, this was for a specific video. You can get by with way lower speeds than this. It's just that the Battle Khazar does need a little bit more speed. Let's go and have a look at the run and see it in action. The run should be about the 2-minute mark. It all depends, but the waves just get destroyed by the Elenarl, and that's what I like. And the good thing about this video is not just a Seer showcase. So it's not gonna be, oh yeah, I have Seer, oh I have Seer. I do have Prince Kaimar though in all of them, which is the end game champion, guys. Unfortunately, if you were expecting something different, then it's not gonna be the case. You have to have Kaimar if you're looking for those low speeds. And boom, we actually had a full reset on everyone. I'm okay with that, but you know, the poisons, look at how much damage we did. It's actually gonna make the run longer now because of the poisons being eliminated. You want the poisons to tick. The first time I see this in action, it's because of the refresh gear. Can potentially remove some of the refresh gear. That's gonna help out. Oh, those unkillables, man. Those unkillables just make the run longer now. And usually the boss just takes them out, but because they have that specific A3 passive which provides unkillable, they keep on surviving. Come on, kill them. Ooh, that guy is so tanky, but it does help with the poisons. So boom, look at that. 123. This run should be around that mark, under 2 minutes. Under 2 minutes. There, now he's down, and you don't see the ads coming up because nobody has War Master. And not having War Master helps you not enable the boss's specific passive, which revives the stupid ads. So yeah, it's the way to go. Oh man. And 1 minute 50, I can definitely get this lower if I put in more time into this team again. But I like that it's very consistent, especially with Bar Alcazar there in the end. It's a very consistent team, and I prefer this especially for Ice Golem. Other than having a solid team, I prefer it to be consistent with my teams and not having them fail, but be quick. I used to have a team like that. It used to be very quick for back when we had Dungeons 20, but it could fail a ton. And next up is my Dragon 25 team. I'll showcase this new team that I've recently tried to build. And just have a look at this one. 308,000 power, by the way. Insane. But this one's going to be a Seer showcase for the waves at least. Look at all the buffs that Rule the Huntmaster applies. It's crazy. Look at that. Boom. We go through. And we don't have a... boom again. And we're using Dark Hill in this one. I'm going to show you guys the stats of the team again. I forgot to show them. But let's see what kind of time this team is going to do. We have the poisons there on the top. We've got a Seer surviving. Everybody's surviving, honestly. And Dark Hill is trying to apply his poisons and do some damage here. And 38 seconds. Almost everyone dies. Dark Hill is, by the way, very tanky. So about 60,000 health. Definitely helps with him surviving a little bit longer. And this team should be under a minute. But this is not the team that I use most of the time. This is just a showcase. This is under a minute. I did have 49 seconds with this one on unlimited frames. So this one was very quick. But I have another team that I can show you, which I again did a video on this team. And it's going to be the one that I use in Armiger in here. So this one, Battle Khazar, Armiger there for the lay to rest, big numbers, Ghostborn, Seer, and we can have a look at that one. But it's basically Armiger doing all the work. But I just showcased you guys the Dark Hill one. Still does under a minute. Very solid team. Again, Kymar needed. Ghostborn is there for the guaranteed defense down without the resist, by the way. That's the only reason Ghostborn is there, plus the buff that he provides, but is not so much needed compared to the unresistible defense down. And he's used in my Fire Knight team as well. Let me just show you the Fire Knight team. Fire Knight farming on 25. This, again, my fastest one was 1 minute and 5. The 1 minute and 5, this one, by the way, doesn't use a Renegade. You can check out my videos on the Fire Knight team. This one right here is about a 95% chance, I would say. The reason is my Seer. You see here where she didn't kill them off. If she doesn't kill at least 3 of them, the enemy waves manage to get a turn. And if somebody is dead from the Vrask or the Nethril, then the team fails. The reason for this is because I changed my Seer to a War Master, which makes this run faster. Which maybe I should go back to Flawless Execution instead of War Master. War Master proccing here gives you another 70,000 or so, I think, damage. 69 maybe. If you have defense down weaken, I think it's 69,000. And here the MVP, of course, is a lore. But you see, once the shields are down, the boss doesn't get a turn because of how good this team is. This is not my team. I explain it fully in my video showcasing every piece of gear and everything about this one. And it farms it quite confidently at a minute 30. Usually minute 25. If I get any lucky procs, it can go lower for sure. But yeah, look at that. A minute 30 and it's down. And what do we get? We get 2 boots. Speed boots on Fury set. Yeah, I'm gonna sell these. I don't use a Fury set. I should be using it, but I'm gonna sell it. And those are my dungeon teams. Let's have a quick look at my Doom Tower teams. Saving the best for last, all right? The hard team is is a Seer team. All right. I won't show you the final ones because that's gonna take a long while, a long while. But you saw that team. I'll showcase that in a bit. This one is my Doom Tower team. I utilize Warlord there for other buffs, and of course the Orcish rituals can be very good for crowd control, plus the damage potential from the Seer clear. All right, let's put this on a 2x speed. You see all those buffs, crazy buffs. All right, defense down. We get the nuke, and then on the next time we'll have Kaimar using his reset, and we go over this again, and that's how it works. And it works for the majority of stages with some RNG. Some of the waves will fail, and I'm fine with that because I just have the RSL Hopper and it repeats the wave with this team, and I go through every single one of them. It's a crazy good kind of combo if you have Kaimar, Lydia, and Seer. Warlord is not really required, but he just adds to the to how this team could be so much better. I mean, if I had two Kaimars, this could have been even faster with the second Kaimar resetting on the third round. But I don't have two Kaimars. I barely have the one. When did I get him? I got him when we had the 10x on Draco, right? And then my final team that I'm so happy about when I use it is of course my not this one. So I'm giving an example of stage 119 on normal. I use this team just for the fun of it. I could have used a Trunda or something, but I use it because I have those Cubitas already and the Venus, and I just use this to go and do normal Doom Tower, just to go through the waves. Is so much fun because I've got a custom AI and they just use their A1s to beat down the waves all the time. And I've also removed some gear off them. I was playing around with some other champions. I removed some gear, but this is what they do, and it's just so much fun. It's just so much fun to see. Look at that. And the A1s clear everything. Of course, this one is not something everyone can do. It's just a showcase for my specific team. The dungeon teams, again, if you have something similar, it's all about the gear in terms of the Seer combo. The Elenaral combo, it's all about applying the poison, which is way easier. And this Cubitus got wrecked because probably he's the one missing some gear. And I can quickly check, I guess, but look at that. a quick run with the Cubitus, but it's a ton of fun to see them all work together. None of them is booked, unfortunately, but yeah. This was the video, guys, showcasing my dungeon teams. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe if you haven't already. I'll see you guys in the next one. See ya.